Hello everyone, welcome to our 21 days answer writing challenge for CAPF AC examination 2026. Today let us discuss the model answer for day 10, which will be dealing with the essay. Model answers of all these questions can be downloaded from our application. The link of which will be given in the description to this particular video. Moving on with the question for today. The question is about the rapid advance of science and technology risks outpacing society's ability to govern it. So, first of all, to understand the demand of the question, it is asking whether the latest advancements in science and technology truly risks outpacing the society's ability to govern it. So, it can be written as an argumentative type of essay also, like argument as well as counter argument. To what extent this given statement is true and to what extent it is not true. Here you can write it as a counter argument. Like first half of the essay can be discussed on this lines, and then the next dimension can be discussed on this lines, and finally we can give a suggestion of maintaining the moderation between advancements in science and technology, followed by the need for governing it properly. So we can build your essay in this line also. So we will go with the structure or approach to this particular essay. So first of all, we can start with the introduction, where we can discuss the or highlight some of the latest advancements that is ongoing with us in the field of science and technology. Give a very brief description about the latest advancements in the science and technology, and then discuss the risks associated with governing such latest advancements or governance challenges. Governance challenges with respect to the latest advancements in science and technology, and beyond these challenges, how the regulatory mechanisms we can discuss this as a counter argument, like irrespective of the challenge, how the government across the world, we can discuss from the national perspective as well as from the global perspective also. So how irrespective of these challenges, there are some regulatory mechanisms that are being developed very constantly, keeping in line or keeping pace with the latest advancements in science and technology. Then you can discuss about why such moderation is essential, balancing the advancements in science and technology versus the need for proper governance or regulation of it for the welfare of the whole of the society. That can be discussed here, and finally you can go with the conclusion. In the conclusion part, you can highlight certain points like Gandhi's 7 sins. You can highlight points of science without humanity, and the knowledge without character. These points you can highlight in this conclusion part. How there cannot be science without humanity or knowledge without character. This can be highlighted in the conclusion part. Moving on with the elaborate discussion on this particular, there are some 5 to 6 dimensions: introduction, and then the governance challenges with respect to AI advancements, existing regulatory mechanisms with respect of the existing challenges, and then maintaining a middle part, and finally conclusion. In the introduction, you can emphasize on the latest advancements in technologies like the biotechnology, nanotechnology, and then this military technology like drones, automated weapons, military technology, biotechnology, nanotechnology, and then cyber or digital technology. All these can be emphasized here, and as a continuation of it, you can briefly discuss about the opportunities or the advantages that these developments offers for the whole of the society or the humanity. Opportunities or advantages, right? And then you can continue discussing irrespective of such advantages, why there are this governance challenges, or how for this fast-paced developments in artificial intelligence or other technological advancements is posing a challenge with respect to the governance of those technology. Here you can discuss the advancements in artificial intelligence and then this cryptocurrency, and then advancements in biotechnology or genetic engineering. Biotechnology, example, this genetic engineering based technological advancements, designer babies. All these issues can be highlighted here. How far this fast developments in these fields post certain governance challenges or limitations. So irrespective of those limitations, we can emphasize how there are these regulatory mechanisms that are existing at the global level and at the national level. Here you can highlight India's efforts. You can discuss it from two different perspectives. One is at the national level and the other one can be from the global level. At the national level, you can highlight the efforts like national strategy on ethical use of artificial intelligence. National strategy for artificial intelligence by VPIO. Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. Then recent regulation of cryptocurrencies through by bringing it under this taxation policy, crypto regulations. Regulations, etc. These all can be discussed under the regulatory mechanism where the government or the society is trying to keep pace with the advancements in technology. And you can also highlight this particular points of National Cyber Security Policy 2012. National Cyber Security Policy 2012, and some institutional mechanisms like certain the National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center, and then Indian Cybercrime, I4C, Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. All these can also be highlighted here from the national level, and at the international or global level, you can emphasize this European Union's GDR or General Data GDPR, General Data Protection Regime, and then the same European Union's AI Act 2023, etc. So all these can be highlighted here with respect to the regulatory mechanism to deal with the ongoing or latest developments in the various fields of technology, and irrespective of those technologies, what are the continuing challenges. Here you can give a passing reference or go for a brief discussion with respect to the challenges in attaining consensus with respect to consensus on international or global regulation, especially with military technologies like drones, etc. So that is going to be or that is continuing to be a major challenge. This we can discuss here as a brief challenge. And finally, we can discuss about the need for maintaining moderation or the middle path. Middle path where we must protect or we must promote both the scientific endeavor on the one side as well as regulating it for the welfare of the people based on this utilitarian approach. Scientific endeavor versus utilitarian approach. This can be highlighted here in the maintaining moderation. So how the scientific endeavor forms one of the important fundamental duty, promotion of, as per Indian Constitution, how it is one of the important fundamental duty, and this utilitarian approach shows not to aggravate the inequality issue, because the advancements in technology can lead to social and economic inequalities based on the unequal access to opportunities, based on unequal access to knowledge, etc., etc. So how this inequality should be reduced very consciously through proper regulation. All these points can be discussed here. I'm going on with the conclusion, and the conclusion part emphasize on Gandhi's various principles under Gandhi's 7 sins. As discussed before, you can highlight the 2 relevant sins here. One is science without humanity, which we should not be doing, and second thing is knowledge without character. That again is not very good. So we can highlight that point, and we can emphasize that why this regulation is going to be very essential to promote an inclusive development. In various technological fields that can be highlighted here. So that's it. Finally, you can download the model answers from our app, the link of which will be given in the description. Thank you.